Hey folks, and welcome to another installment of Dave's Impressions. This time around, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. These impressions were taken from playing the game for around 8 hours. Enjoy! I fell in love with the Metal Gear Solid series around 2007. I had played snippets of the games before and fondly remember spending a weekend replaying the demo of Metal Gear Solid 2 over and over again on a friend's PS2. It wasn't until 2007 that I actually sat down and played Metal Gear Solid 1 to 4 over the span of the next 4 years, averaging about a game a year. I love the ridiculous over-the-top plots that are actually trying to say something underneath the shamans, world-controlling AI, and giant nuke-wielding robots. I love the infuriatingly long cutscenes. I love how many weird and wonderful things you can do with the gameplay itself, and I love how many little touches were placed in there to keep players experimenting and mastering these gameplay systems. I held off playing The Phantom Pain for a while because I had not yet played Peace Walker or Ground Zeroes. After buying a cheap copy of the game a few weeks back, I made the decision to play the game regardless. I've played all the numbered Metal Gear Solid games, and while playing Peace Walker and Ground Zeroes would help give this game context, The Phantom Pain should stand on its own. I get the feeling that I should have at least played Ground Zeroes, however, not because I need context for why Big Boss wakes up in the hospital at the start of the game, but it might have been better at easing me into how this game plays. Long story short, I did not enjoy my time with The Phantom Pain. When the 8 hours was over, I was relieved. It's not because it's a bad game either. It's astonishingly well made and looks and runs wonderfully on my laptop, but I wasn't enjoying the core gameplay loop. I think the open world nature of the game is behind my feelings. I mean, I could argue that desert and cliffs aren't as interesting a landscape as the other games, but I don't think the location is the problem. I think it's that The Phantom Pain focuses too heavily on gameplay. After that roller coaster of a prologue, you're dropped in the desert and explained how the game works, and then that's it. Take on missions, complete missions, kidnap guards, research new weapons, and now and then get a drip feed of the plot. For those players previously turned off by the length and frequency of Metal Gear Solid's cutscenes and codec conversations, allowing them the freedom to play around in this section of Afghanistan must have been a godsend. As a fan of the other games, I found myself missing that aspect so prevalent in the rest of the series. I guess there's also an element of not enjoying the limitations of the stealth gameplay, and a lot of the missions devolving into a giant shootout. That could be on me not having the patience anymore for stealth gameplay, but again, after tranquilizing my way through all the other games, the enjoyment of that style of gameplay did not seem to manifest itself here. So I find myself thinking that The Phantom Pain is likely a very good game, but not a good Metal Gear Solid game. And if I'm wrong on that point, then the direction it's taken is just not for me as a fan of the series. A shame, as the promises made by that prologue with the man made of flame and the Psycho Mantis girl followed up by Mist Soldiers and Skullface showed me glimpses of the weirdness I love the series for. That weirdness was on a drip feed, however, and when you're not enjoying yourself throughout the rest of the experience, there's really not that much point in continuing. Thanks for watching.